Namaste. I'm Dr. Shwetha. I'm a fertility consultant and a laparoscopic surgeon. I practice at Janisthaa Fertility Center and Multi-Speciality Hospital, which is situated in Bangalore. Importance of nutrition in a woman. Maybe we can categorize it into 3 different levels. Maybe first is when they're growing and attain puberty. Second is during their childbearing phase. And third is when they are undergoing menopause. So it is not universal in everyone. So because women have different phases in their life, their nutrition is also mainly depending on these phases. Now what happens to a girl who is attaining puberty? So these set of girls need to add a lot of nutrients in their daily diet. Most importantly, the proteins, adequate carbohydrates, fat, vitamins, and minerals in their regular diet. So now these components of food and nutrition has to be added in their daily diet right from their childbirth to their menopause. Now what different these adolescent girls need to do is not to have excessive of junk food, and these days you have a lot of outlets where food is easily accessible. When you have this actually not the right kind of balanced diet that you will be taking, and it will result in a lot of hormonal imbalances. Whenever there are hormonal imbalances, your periods also starts getting very irregular. So people get into obesity, and there are issues like polycystic ovaries and then weight related issues mainly. So when your nutrition is not okay, it does have an effect at later point in life, or if it is way too away from your regular routine, then definitely you will have certain effects on your period cycle. Now what happens in the childbearing phase? Childbearing phase means people who are between 21 to about 35, 40. So these set of women, they do try for pregnancies. Now how does the nutrition differ in these kind of women? So when people are trying for pregnancy, like I said, adequate protein should be about say 1 gram per kg body weight. This is ideal protein intake, and adequate carbohydrate and fats. Apart from this, they have to take the food in a timely manner, not kind of any fad diet that needs to be followed. And most importantly, smoking and alcohol has to be cut down during this phase. You have to go ahead and do exercise so that when you do this, along with the proper healthy nutrition, there are certain changes in your body that will help you to conceive. So this is what is needed in the childbearing phase. Now what happens in the menopause? Now this is a very important phase in a woman's life because there are no hormonal support to get going with the regular daily activities. How is it more important in these set of women is we need to take more of vitamins in the form of medications, and adequate mineral intake should be there, and protein of course, calcium. So these are very important components of the diet in a postmenopausal woman. Now suppose if after menopause, if they're experiencing any kind of menopausal symptoms, so there are certain alternative to the hormonal tablets that you can take it via nutrition. That is, we call it as phytoestrogens. Maybe you should have a lot of plant estrogens in the form of soya. So these are very important aspects which gives you certain hormonal support and will help you to tide over the symptoms of menopause. So these phases in women's life is very important, where you need to have certain set of nutritional guidelines. Now on this Women Day, I would want to wish all the women a very happy Women's Day. Most important, women are building blocks of life. So if you take care of the woman in your family, then everything else falls in place. You are good, your family is good. It helps in the development of others, and in turn it helps in overall development of the nation as well. So on this day, I would request all the women to just give 1 hour to yourself. You have 23 hours for others. 1 hour so that you can take your time off, do some activity which you like, or activity in the form of exercise, so that it is for your well-being. So when you are good, you will do the best for others. Thank you.